Happy Saturday. Good morning, scholars. It is a beautiful day outside. You should go outside and play. So, what are we doing next week? Let me tell you. All right, so first, we're going to be going through figure 5.6b, and it says, explain the roles and functions of characters in various plots, including their relationships and conflicts. So last week we talked a little bit about conflicts and internal conflicts and different things. So this week coming up, we're going to delve a little bit deeper. So let's talk about some different things that you should know. There's some key vocabulary that you need to understand in order to be successful this week. So first is main character. So the main character in a fiction story is the most important character in the story. Remember that. The main character is the most important character in the story. And then there are minor characters. So the minor characters, they're in the story, but their role isn't as important. They're there. We're reading about them. They're important enough to write them down, but they're not the one that we're really talking about in the story. So again, the minor character is the character that is less important. Again, the minor character is the character that is less important. And then I talked to you last week about how characters in fiction stories, they have conflicts. They have different types of conflicts. Now, a conflict is when people have problems with one another in some type of way. It can be physical, it can be mental. There's all different ways a person can have a conflict. But characters always have conflicts in fiction stories. That's what makes fiction stories so exciting and makes you glued to it and you want to read it and you don't want to stop because it's a fiction story and there's this conflict and you're like, what's going on? And sometimes people are punching people in the faces. Sometimes people are yelling at each other, or sometimes they're like, I'm standing for my rights in this fiction story. There's these conflicts that we're going through. So let's talk about external conflicts. So you might have an external conflict, and when external conflicts, those are conflicts that happen outside of a character's body. So two characters may battle each other. The main character may struggle against a group of people, or the main character may battle nature to survive. The nature meaning the elements around it, like rain, wind, different things like that in order to survive. So external conflict is a conflict that happens outside the body. Okay, and let's talk about internal conflicts. You guys already know internal conflicts. Those are conflicts that happen on the inside with your emotions or mentally in your brain. You may have those conflicts. So a main character may battle an inner emotion such as fear or hate. They're battling with that. Or the main character wants something, but to get it, he or she must do something that is wrong or that they think is wrong and they can't figure out what to do. Just like my example that I gave in class. So those are some definitions that you need to know. So this is your assignment. I want you to go into my website, Ms.Owens.speakslife.com, go to contact, and I want you to type up the definitions of those 4 words: external conflict, internal conflict, main character, and minor character, and send that to me. Before you send that to me, I want you to write a 2-paragraph story. Again, that's a 2-paragraph story, remembering that in one paragraph, there are 5 sentences. So don't forget that. In one paragraph, there are 5 sentences. So I want you to write a 2-paragraph story. And then when you write that 2-paragraph story, I want you to incorporate all those elements in it. So I need for you to have an internal conflict, your characters at least. An external conflict, you need to have major characters and minor characters. It doesn't matter to me how many characters are in there. Of course, there needs to be at least one. There needs to be at least 2 for there to be some type of issue. And so I wanted to have a main character, a minor character, an external conflict, and an internal conflict. And it only needs to be 2 paragraphs, any type of fiction story you want, and send that to me. So again, I've written it down for you. Here's your homework. So send me the definition of the words main character, minor character, external conflict, and internal conflict, and write a 2-paragraph story that has all these elements. And then here's a little reminder. There's going to be a pop quiz on Tuesday along with our weekly assessment for Ms. Owens. And our pop quiz is going to be on plot. So what you need to do is review the information on my website for my homework from December 1st and 2nd. All that lovely information that reviewed plot, that's exactly what's going to be on the test on Tuesday. And if you happen to go to Saturday school this morning, you'll get a lovely sneak peek at what it looks like. Hint, hint. Saturday school's for cool people. All right, I will see you guys next week. You have an awesome, wonderful, amazing Saturday. I know I will. Bye.